In this video, I'll talk about problem-solving strategies in physics. Whenever I try and solve problems for you, I will follow these steps. There are some times when it doesn't really make sense to do it. When I was asking the question, how many times does your heart beat per minute? I could have drawn a picture of a beating heart or something like that, but it doesn't help me to understand the question better. If it's a question about, there's something is some distance from somewhere and some distance from something else, now I really should draw it, because when you draw it, it helps you to sort it out in your head. So whenever you can, make a sketch. Identify what's known and what is unknown. So what important information are you given? You can create a chart and put everything that's known in one spot. And then what are you asked to find? That's an unknown. So then what your problem is going to be is trying to get from the things you know to the thing you don't know. So sort out what you know and what you don't know. Figure out what physical concepts are related. Is this something where I need to use dimensional analysis? We'll get so many different concepts in physics. It's helpful to think about which of these concepts is going to be the best way to get me from my knowns to my unknowns. Identify the useful equations that are related to that concept. A lot of times we're going to have mathematical models that have lengths, and I need to find a length. So I feel like I can just pull any equation that has length in it and use it. It doesn't work. You really need to know what's applicable in this given situation involving these knowns and unknowns to make sure that you're using the appropriate equations, the appropriate mathematical models. Then solve it. Often you'll be using these equations, these mathematical models, to find the answers. Sometimes it'll be more conceptual, and just knowing what physical concepts are important will be enough to tell you, okay, I know what's going to happen. If I hold my phone up in the air and I drop it, I'm not going to do it, but I know what would happen. It would fall. I don't have to do any calculations of mathematical models because I know gravity is going to pull it that way. So sometimes you can solve it without using this step. And then often you will need this. And at the end, check to make sure that your answer makes sense. If I did the example of my phone and I said, okay, if I drop it, what's going to happen? And I solve all of my math, and I find out that what's going to happen is it's going to go that direction. Then I stop and think about it and say, you know what, my answer to this does not make any sense. So then I can go back and look and say, oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay? So in your homework, in your quizzes and tests especially, it's important for you to follow through on all of these steps, any of the steps that make any sense to do if you want to get full credit for it.